Hi, I'm John Dare, and I'd like to talk to you about a new solution for funding long-term care for senior living. If you or a loved one have no long-term care insurance, your choices are few. If you're lucky enough to have enough saved and you can go private pay, fair enough. It's going to drain quite a bit of your assets, but fair enough. But what if you don't have any long-term care insurance? Your other choice, if you don't have the money, is to go on Medicaid. And if you go on Medicaid, you're subject to substantial restrictions and spend downs, and the bottom line is that you're not in control. Well, now there's a solution that actually puts you in control. The key thing is, do you have any life insurance? If you or the loved one that needs immediate care has a life insurance policy, that life insurance policy has a value that can be converted to cash. Typically, such policy can be converted to somewhere between 30 to 60%, and therefore that money, if it goes into a qualified spending account, restricted protected account, as that term is defined under Internal Revenue Code section 101G 2A through 101G3, those payments can be used, have to be used for long-term care services. So let's say you were to take $1 million policy, and the policy, this is the great thing, the policy does not have to, there's no restriction on the type of policy. It could be a term policy, variable life policy, it could be a whole life policy, universal life, virtually any type of policy can be used. So let's say you have $1 million policy, $1 million policy, $300,000 to $600,000. Now that would pay for quite a significant amount of long-term care services. And again, you're in control. So if you need the money for home health care, or it starts out at home health care for a certain number of hours a week and then gradually it escalates into a different type of care, the plan, the actual payout from the plan can actually be changed on the go. For the entire progression of care. This is a great level of comfort. So you don't have to just be involved in if you're on Medicaid, your choices are limited. If you qualify for Medicaid, you're stuck in a skilled nursing facility. And a skilled nursing facility may not necessarily give your loved one the best quality of life because there's less social interaction with others. If they happen to be in a situation where they don't need it, that's fair enough, but most of the time people want to have as dignified an existence as they can for as long as they can. So having the home health care, being around their family, the next stage possibly going to an assisted living facility or memory care, and being able to at least have some interaction activities with others for as long as you can is a desirable situation. So this is a way for you to be able to afford that. So the money in the protected account can be expended for that particular purpose, and like I said, it does not have to be just in a skilled nursing facility. It gives you a lot more control. So it can be any type of policy, you have a lot of control, it's supported under the type of transaction is supported under the tax code, and it is something that is accepted by virtually every major provider of long-term care services in America. I mean, it really is a fantastic thing, and it's starting to get recognized by state legislatures. At the current time of this shooting of this video, approximately 12 states, some of the major states including Kentucky, Texas, New York, would be some examples of states that have adopted a mandatory referral, or at least you have to disclose that this type of solution, life care funding, is available. So this is actually under the laws of these various different states, and it's expected to grow over the years. But it is something that is available and is accepted by healthcare providers. Let me take you through the process. There's basically 5 steps. Number 1, you must have a life insurance policy that you're paying premiums on. The policy has to be in force, and you have to be in need of immediate care. So basically that's defined as needing care of long-term care services within the next 90 days. So if you qualify under those conditions, you have a life insurance policy, you basically have to, you should not lapse your policy, you should not, which lapse basically means you stop paying premiums, you should not surrender the policy for its cash value because you're just not going to get as much. Okay, what you do is basically submit a simple app The app has fairly simple information, such as we want to know a little bit about the policy and about your healthcare needs. Then the next step is it goes for an evaluation. It comes back with some type of enrollment offer. The enrollment offer will tell you how much or what the conversion value is of your loved one's policy. Assuming that it's acceptable to you, you accept the offer. The transfer takes place. Your policy is transferred. The money that is agreed on as part of the enrollment offer goes into the protected FDI-insured bank account, which can only be used for that particular purpose. And one thing I would just like to mention is that this is a recognized Medicaid spend-down account. So for those of you who have smaller policies, I mentioned $1 million policy, but if you have a smaller policy, a $50,000 policy, a $100,000 policy, this is a qualified Medicaid spend-down. So if you have a smaller policy, you could at least use the smaller policy to give yourself a better quality of life, or the loved one a better quality of life, for a certain period of time before you have to go on to Medicaid. This is a great new product and service that's become recently available. If you need more information, please contact me. My name is John Darer, D-A-R-E-R, and the toll-free number is 888-325-8640. In order to do this, you have to possess certain type of licenses, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have and speak to you about your long-term care needs, whether it be long-term care insurance or this life care funding solutions. This is a great new option for people, and I'm interested in speaking to elder law attorneys. If you have a parent who's suffering from dementia or Parkinson's or what have you, and they have life insurance, this is an option for you where perhaps you thought you didn't have any. Thank you again. My name is John Darer, forstructures.com in Stamford, Connecticut. Have a great day.